have here? We have boneless chicken breast for $1.99. So we gonna go with Nature's Sensation. It has no no antibiotics ever. All natural chicken.
For the people that's never went grocery shopping, what do you consider? What is a hormone?
A hormone is something that is in like how we create hormones in our bodies. Farmers inject their livestock with hormones to make them grow bigger and grow at a faster pace. And it's just not all that healthy. So you want to try to stay away from those meats because you don't want those hormones to then get into your system and have you getting all kinds of weird stuff going on. So.
Let's go see how much this comes up to and compare.
Have all your seasonings.
I'm sure the seasoning is out. All right, let's go. Stretching the menu. But we still need more broccoli.
Please wait for assistance.
We need more broccoli.
Can you get another broccoli? Another bunch?
No tip. No tip.
No tip included. We got a whole bag.
Show the where's the total?
It's $18.22. Let's get out of here before we get kicked out.
You know, I have put a little lime juice and vinegar up in here, and I cleaned it, washed it, took off what little bit of fat, and I sliced it because it was fat. You gotta be generous with that, because you want it to taste good. I got some red pepper, some cayenne pepper right here. So what I just did was I cut it up, and I guess I segmented it into little florets so that they can be eaten very easily. And what I do is I just turn on the pot, and I wait till you have to wait till the pot gets really hot before you put oil in, because if you put oil in before the pot gets hot, you burn the oil. Specifically olive oil, because it has a very low smoke point. So you want to wait until the pot gets really hot.
What are the benefits of extra virgin oil versus other oils?
I truly have no idea. The truth is I'm Hispanic and this is just what we do. Extra virgin olive oil and everything.
Okay. That's honest. That's real.
That is a real answer.
Real talk.
So I don't really know how much of it I use, but if you can look, it's really just a small amount. And normally I would use spray just because the... So this should be really hot. And what you're gonna do is, I have my assistant Trinae over there crushing garlic, and she's doing a phenomenal job. But until she's done, I'm gonna take this off because you don't want it to start smoking.
Conventionally prepared fruit juice is extremely high in sugar and often contains more grams of sugar per serving than a can of pop, aka soda.
Soda pop.
Not surprisingly, many healthy juice companies are owned by companies such as Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
They're holding it down.
P.O.P.
Butter is okay. It's okay, people. Butter is okay.
Mantequilla.
Yes.
Mantequilla.
Butter is I always put butter in my rice.
This is how people die. They put butter and salt, pepper, ketchup on everything.
Be quiet. Mix that up.
I like butter.
Right. And in my defense,
Butter makes your food look.
Did you
it
put
has to
butter
look
I
good.
also
in
use
the
Smart
pasta?
Balance on a daily basis. Not for olive oil. I use Smart Balance on a daily basis. I mean Earth Balance, whatever. It's Smart.
It's a Smart Balance.
It's balanced.
That's
okay.
not
Yeah,
what this was.
that's not it.
Regular butter. This is really, obviously the fat content is very high. This is from an animal, and it's really delicious. But this is good too. And the nutrition label says the vegan butter has 9 grams of fat, and the non-vegan has 11. This has 0 cholesterol. This has 30. This has 100 milligrams sodium.
Well, what kind of cholesterol?
Good or bad cholesterol?
Do we know? How do we know what's good or bad cholesterol?
I think, well, you don't know. You know when you go to the doctor. I and then you adjust.
So we just can't tell.
I don't think you can really tell from this, but I would have to research that.
This is garlic salt because I like garlic. Garlic is my best friend.
Regular garlic?
So you feel so strongly about the parents who feed their kids things like soda and juice, like really early in the morning, really late at night,
Yes.
cheese doodles, things that clearly are not healthy for them. What are some things that you feed your son?
So for snacks, we go for like all the veggie snacks. So like veggie sticks or veggie tortilla chips, and like I try to make sure his chips have like seeds and stuff like that in it because to make up for whatever he's missing, being that he's not eating meat or anything like that. So like flax seeds, chia seeds. He has like chia bars with like raisins and craisins and pumpkin seeds. Big on nuts, peanuts, almonds. He drinks almond milk. As far as like dinner, he eats a lot of couscous, a lot of pastas, a lot of vegetables, and I do so many things with vegetables. I roast them, I saute them, I make veggie sauces to put with the pastas. He likes raw vegetables for snack, like he'll dip it in ranch sauce, like broccoli, carrot, celery. I mean, you can do a lot with vegetables.
Yeah. And so how did you get him
veggie patties? We love carrot and pea patties, or broccoli, cauliflower patties.
How did you get your son to actually enjoy these types of food?
I think it's because I enjoy it. Like everyone else around him eats kind of the same way, and no one in our household eats like a lot of meat, so he doesn't even see it. And when he does see it, he knows that it's something that he doesn't eat. He's like, no meats, no meat. So he like knows, and he just enjoys it. I guess we make it fun too. So in our refrigerator, when you open our refrigerator, we have a big silver bowl, like this one that the rice is in, and it looks like this. We like keep apples, oranges, grapes, things that he can go in the refrigerator and grab it himself. So he'll say, "Mommy, I want an apple." Go ahead and get an apple, and that helps with him learning his fruits and vegetables. Because there's kids that don't even know what fruits and vegetables look like. It's crazy. I watched a documentary and. A chef came to the school and he was pulling out ingredients. The kids did not know what the broccoli was. They didn't know what a potato was. It disgusted them. They were disgusted by it. They knew what chicken nuggets were and they knew what French fries were, but they didn't know what potatoes. Yeah, they know all the fast food stuff, but they didn't know what the real vegetables were, and that was like really sad. I'm like, how you don't know what broccoli is?
You gotta do better.
So macros. So macro molecules refer to your three basic things: protein, carbohydrates, and fat. And there is an optimal number for women and men how much you should eat per day, depending on your goals. So for me, my goals are always to keep my weight low, not high, and to keep my body fat. And to keep my body fat low. And so what I do is I track the amount of macros that I eat: carbohydrates, fats, and sugar. Sugar is very important as well. Carbohydrates, fat, sugar, and protein. I track the amount I eat by weighing the food that I eat. So if I know how much the weight is, I can put it into my app, MyFitnessPal. I promote that, and it'll tell me what my macros are for the day. So I'll know how much I've eaten, how much I have left, and then I can like fluctuate within that. For me, I try to stay under 25 grams of sugar per day. But I'm human, and the truth is, unless you are a bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilder, you're not gonna eat like that every single day. Like I had cookies yesterday, I had Halo Top ice cream, but I still stayed within my macros, and I am consistently losing 0.2 pounds per day. So that's really that is commitment, yes, but everybody does not have to have this level of commitment. It is really about eating things in moderation and really understanding how food is processed in your body and what you should and shouldn't be eating. So like some of the fun facts, which is fruit and fruit juices, even fruit smoothies have high contents of sugar. And there's a lot of debate between natural sugar versus artificial sugar. Sugar is sugar, and your body processes sugar the same way. Whether it is from a strawberry or Coca-Cola, your body is going to recognize it as sugar, and it's going to break down into glucose, and it's going to go into your liver, and that's what's going to happen. So
in that order.
Not really, and there's so many more steps, but basically, yes, that's how it's going to happen. And sugar. So you want to really keep your sugar low. Sugar is the biggest contributing factor to obesity in America, because sugar is in everything.
What I really want to talk about is something that got brought up today, how, here we are in Park Slope shopping at a grocery store, Key Food. And something that you even mentioned, Trinae, like, oh, we need to go to a different grocery store because all of this food and all these options here is not where I live. So and by where you live is, I'm assuming, a less gentrified neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we have that conversation about access and resources, something as simple as eating healthy options, where you go to a marginalized community, you have less options to eat healthy.
Not that you have the same setup.
Okay,
Do you
explain.
want to hear the setup?
I want to hear it.
Boom, right? You got a corner store, boom. You got a Chinese restaurant, boom. You
Got the liquor store.
boom.
You got the church.
Chicken spot,
Chicken
boom.
spot.
And you got all the churches. All the churches.
All the churches.
Like that many churches. And that's how it go. And it repeats itself. So chicken spot, Chinese, and check cash and pay. Liquor store.
Oh yeah, right next to the.
And like
store.
half of a supermarket.
True.
So
So
Exactly.
So the answer to the question is, we have noticed that the food options and the food choices in more privileged neighborhoods are way skewed in comparison to.
there's options.
Yeah.
There are options, whereas there are none in those.
And how does that make you feel?
Enraged.
How does that make you feel, Ty?
Infuriated.
I mean, I'm be honest with you. Where I'm from, East New York, Brooklyn, the closest healthy food option is honestly the corner store, and it's not even seriously a healthy option. Like
a banana or
Right,
Exactly.
avocado.
right.
And-
Maybe an orange.
and
Maybe an avocado.
yeah, and that's on a good day. That's a good day
And
that you'll find an avocado.
That's the bodega.
Exactly,
Right.
not the
Store,
corner
Not the
store.
op store.
Bodega.
Avocado.
Where you see Poppy and you go in there, Poppy, can I get bananas? And mind you, it's not even a bag. You gotta get like
The
a
singles.
loose one, a single, and it's probably like 2-3 of them left for the day.
Right.
You know, there's no
You better go
apples.
before like 10 a.m.
Yeah, we don't have
There's no
fruit
food stand, no
stands.
24-hour food stand, Mr.
It's
Melon,
very
Coco,
unfortunate.
Pina,
But you know what's crazy? Where I live, there's a huge strip called Pennsylvania Avenue. Let me tell you about this avenue.
Tell us.
You got Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeyes, White Castle, Checkers, Denny's, 2 pizza shops, a Chinese restaurant where I hop right around the corner, all on one block.
And don't forget a rainbow. where you
And yeah,
get
there's
your
a fact.
stretchies.
You feel me? So right after you finish that, you can go to Rainbows on one block. But these are the food options we have. And then around one corner is IHOP. Then around the next corner you got a Spanish restaurant. You got Papa John's and a jerk chicken spot. These are the options that we left with. And if we want to eat healthy coming out of East New York, we literally got to travel about 20 minutes. And that's if you got a car.
Right,
To the
right,
nearest closest option. So imagine if you coming home from a long day, you get off work like 6.
They want you to go to
You get
those
off.
places.
You get to your home like 7:30. You exhausted. You ain't got the strength or the energy to go.
Be concerned.
Yeah. So they know what they're doing.
So why do you think this is?
I
What-
truthfully feel. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honest,
I think
real
I
talk.
think it stems to. I think it's a government plot. Because you put these food options in this particular neighborhood where it's the quote unquote projects. Notice in the projects you see more diseases, cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol.
ADHD, behavioral issues,
we slowly
mental
die off. You kill us off. You know what I mean? I forget what the term is, but you kill off a species of black people. You know what I mean? With these food options. And genocide. It's a form of genocide. You know. And what's gonna happen is as they killing us off, you got these new people coming in. The gentrification. And the more the gentrification comes, you see a Whole Foods gonna pop up. I give it 3 years before we got a Whole Foods downtown Brooklyn.
There's a Whole Foods on 125th.
Yeah, like these
There's
are
a
real
Whole Foods
things.
in Harlem now.
Like these are real things.
Right
So
in
they
the
know what
heart
they're
of
doing.
Harlem.
I'm not
That's
surprised.
something that
They
gets
know
me
what they're
as
doing.
well. Like seeing when the gentrifiers do come, and then I get a cafe, and then I get a food stand, and then I get a. How am I supposed to, like, you literally put these things here for those people? That's how I feel.
Right.
Like, it's not, like, no, I'm not welcoming you into my neighborhood. First of all, like, when I walk into your establishment, you don't look at me like you're welcoming me. So, literally, this is, like, a real situation. Like, I literally have a new cafe, and they are not there for the community. They are there for the people who are moving in, and their little set of people. And they make that very clear.
They make it
So let's talk about nutrition on a plate. Ideally, what your plate should be looking like, as we spoke earlier about, let me move a little back because this looks like it's really close. Earlier, we spoke about Americans and their lack of eating vegetables. So ideally, if you have a plate, I'll get a plate to show you. Well, it's a good sized plate, but most people eat on a regular like dinner sized plate. So ideally, how you want to set up your plate is half of your plate should be vegetables, like the entire half. A quarter of your plate should be carbs, and the other quarter of your plate can be protein. However, you want to take that protein in, whether it's chicken, beans, some kind of meat substitute. That is really how you should be eating. Ideally, if you are trying to live a healthy lifestyle, you would definitely not want to have 2 carbs on your plate, which is the pasta. Yeah, the pasta. And no. I mean, listen, everybody's entitled. We're just talking about healthy eating, and
We
this
just wanted to show you how much.
This is the difference between buying food and cooking.
Right.
Yeah,
This is the
look at all
difference.
this we got.
Right. This is definitely the difference between buying food and cooking, and you can eat healthy for the same amount that you would have one meal out. So you really could have done so many different things with that money. You could have had a lunch meal that had pasta and a dinner meal that was a salad, or whatever the case may be. Or you could have just bought pasta and made half of it, rice made. Like, there's so many things you could have
And the
done.
chicken sandwich.
Made a chicken
Bro.
sandwich. So, you know.
Buy some slices from the deli and make
Right.
yourself a good sandwich.
Right. So there was so many things you could do. I think you guys did amazing with the money. How much money did y'all
Shout out to the chef.
Yo, facts.
And
Shout out
the
to
sous
the
chef.
chef.
And my sous
Word.
chef.
Shout out to the chef and the sous chef.
Yes.
I really hope that those of you who have watched this episode 1 has realized how far your money can actually go if you take a little bit of time to actually cook for yourself versus going to eat out. I know it's going to be a lot easier on you, if you're coming home from a late day of work, but remember, if you take some time at the beginning of the week, you do your food shopping, and you just take a few hours to do your cooking for the week, it will be super beneficial and it will save you a whole lot of money. And don't just get any type of food. Remember, it's about healthy living equals a better lifestyle. And that's what it's about. Real talk. Signing out. We about to kill this food.
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Is this garbage? You got all the churches. All the churches.
All the churches.
Like that many churches.